past season you make the jump from NTDP up to college hockey. What were the biggest ways you saw your game grow, and what were the biggest challenges that you had this past season with the different styles of play?
Yeah, I just think the jump of like the pace of play. I mean, it's fast. Like the Hockey East is such tough hockey. Everybody's so much stronger and bigger and faster than the USHL. But yeah, I mean, I think just adjusting that pace pretty quickly was really beneficial for me. Just being able to keep up with the pace and also make better plays out there, because when you don't have as much time, you get kind of tend to panic or whatever. But yeah, I think just having more confidence with the puck as the season went on really helped me out a lot. So yeah.
How do you feel like your opportunity might grow in your second year at BC with a lot of those older guys moving on?
Yeah, hopefully I'll play a lot more next year, just with two older guys who were really good moving on to the next level. I think that would be a big spot for me to jump up and hopefully take hold of that spot and play well in that position. So yeah.
What are the coaches here telling you in terms of like development and that kind of stuff? What are they getting you to work on right now?
Yeah, I just think just being quicker. I have a big frame out there. I think just using my stick better and being as physical as I can be in the college hockey. I think that's so important, and they really tell me about that a lot here. So yeah.
You guys, Hockey East tournament and then also NCAA regionals. Just what experience did you gain from that about what it takes to win at that level?
Yeah, you can't take any games off or any shifts off. Everybody's really good when it comes to that time of the season. You gotta expect everybody's best, and you have to bring your own best. And yeah, it was really hard, but we're looking to get back there next year.
And you guys face off against Michael Ravel with UMass at times. What's kind of his identity in the league, and how do teams look at him in Hockey East? Yeah,
he's one of the best goalies in Hockey East. We split with them back in, I think it was February, January. One of the games, he was just on his head. He comes to play. He's really good. He's big frame. He's an awesome goalie.
How has that helped you guys learn a little bit more from these development coaches?
I mean, it helps a lot. I mean, for all the forwards on ice, so it's pretty the same that we can work on, and we get the whole ice for ourselves, the forwards, and lots of coaches out there, so you can ask questions. So no, it's good.
Do you think the biggest development in your game has been since the team last saw you?
Can you repeat the question?
What do you think the biggest development in your game, growth in your game, has been since the team last saw you?
I would say I would get pretty better at skating. I work a lot with Lars Hepsel, so he helped me a lot. And yeah, of course, skating and get faster. So I think pretty much that's it.
Looked like you guys were having some fun out there at the end. How enjoyable were those last few drills?
No, it's really fun to be out there with those group of guys. So, I mean, it's really fun to be around those prospects, and everyone a great player. So, it's fun.
Who's got the best shot?
It's hard to say. Everyone have different shots, but Owen and Lars, pretty good shot.
What do you think about Desnoyers so far?
Huh?
What do you think about Caleb Desnoyers?
Yeah, really good player. He showed off his really good skilled player, and you can see out there he's really good, and he's gonna be a really good player.
Short time in Tucson, obviously, but what did you learn, about the standards in the AHL?
Yeah, I mean, it's professional there from move to OHL and go up to AHL. I mean, it's lots of new things there, and I learned a lot there. So I think I've grown as a player there. So.
Did any of it surprise you in the AHL? Was there anything that stood out as different?
No, I played professional in Sweden, so I'm kind of used to like the professional style. So it was not that really actually.
Would you compare the SHL and the AHL to each other? Like, are they kind of on the same level in your opinion?
I mean, it's different hockey. It's smaller ice here, and you get more space and everything there. So, but here if you play in AHL, you get more chances and more shot opportunities. So.
How have you felt? It looks like you're 100% in terms of contact and stuff.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I feel good. This is probably the hardest skates that I've done since my surgeries. So just working back and kind of sticking to the process, I guess. And yeah, it's going well, having fun.
Is there anything you're doing after practice that's different from before you got your surgeries to make sure you can maintain the health?
Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy at this point. I think I'm probably a little bit more dialed in and kind of thinking about the recovery and, making sure I'm getting a good rollout, stretch, hot tub, cold tubs, things like that. But I was still, I was doing that stuff before too. So yeah, just probably a little bit more dialed in with it.
Is there any hesitancy, after such big surgery going out, and like you said, this was kind of your first full skate since then?
Yeah, I mean, probably a little bit, but I mean, that's natural. So just work through it. And I think as you get more sessions under your belt and get used to going harder and harder again, I think that fades away pretty quickly.
Is there any discomfort in your hips or any limitation?
No, I mean, this is, like I said, like harder skates and stuff, so be a little stiff and stuff at the end of the day, but I think that's pretty, probably everyone's dealing with a little stiffness, right? So yeah, feel good.
So are you cleared for contact at this point? Do you expect to play on Thursday?
I don't know that I'm cleared yet. I feel like I could play, but probably not, but yeah, we'll just see what happens.
Can you just describe how it feels to be back out there as a
Yeah.
kid who loves hockey?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it was so tough being off the ice and out of the game for that long. So now it just feels kind of like I'm back home in a way.
Does it feel like everything you put in kind of paid off?
Yeah, I mean, the rehab's long. A lot of work that goes into that side of things, and a lot of boring days and repetitive stuff. But yeah, it's just when I was in those first few months, it was just wanting to get back here. So super grateful to be here.
First couple of looks at Caleb Desnoyers on the ice. What do you think so far?
Yeah, he's a great player. I played with him at the U18s there with Baudouin as well last spring. So I knew a little bit about him, and I was super stoked when I saw that we got him. And he's a great player and a great kid too.
Coaching staff said that you are obsessed with hockey. I'm just curious if you could elaborate on that.
I mean, yeah, I think most of the bandwidth of my mind is kind of spent on hockey and thinking about that most of the day, whether it's just ways to get better, studying other players and stuff, and yeah, I mean it's pretty much my life. So just I love it.
Go ahead.
Who do you watch the most?
I mean, I watch a ton of McDavid just because, I mean, he's the best in the game. Like, obviously, watching a guy like that, like, he's so good at so many things and almost to a point where, like, it seems superhuman, you know what I mean? But when you break it down and you look at, like, why and the finer details and the smaller things that he's doing and just trying to take whatever I can from anyone like that, their game and stuff. So, just an easy guy to watch. Doesn't do a lot of things poorly.
Does being out there kind of put your mind at ease? Like, I'm out here, I'm at the end of the process, and I'm skating strong.
I mean, kind of, but at the same time, still pushing and still, I mean, I'm a driven guy and focused on what's next. So I try to be in the moment and be grateful, but at the same time, like, I'm definitely not feeling like I made it out there for sure.
Well, Tij, at every level of hockey, you've been a constant point producer. And you say you watch a lot of Connor McDavid. Who's the closest comp, would you say, to your game in the NHL right now? Yeah,
I mean, I watch a lot of McDavid, but another guy that I like to watch, which is also another one of the best in the world, is McKinnon. I think, he's so powerful, great skater, such a great offensive mind, and very well-rounded, great shooter, kind of a dual threat. So, I mean, that's another guy I watch and I'll try to be like as much as I can.
You grew up a little bit around him. What do you remember of those times?
Yeah, he was in Colorado when my dad was there. My dad was, I think, a bit of a mentor to him. So I remember he came over one time for Thanksgiving dinner. So I was just a little kid, but that was pretty cool. And then after the draft, I remember he texted my dad like a couple books, ideas like for me to read and learn from. So. Yes, he seems like a really good dude, and obviously an insane player as well.
That's cool. What's the advice been from your dad through all this recovery?
I mean, just try to take it a day at a time. I mean, my dad was pretty fortunate for most of his career. He didn't miss a whole lot of games, so I don't think he ever had a stretch like that, and definitely not that young, but. Just navigating, trying to lean on all that support and just keep working and just take it at a time.
Second day of on-ice practice here at development camp. What have you guys been working on so far, and how are you feeling this is helping you learn the Utah system and develop as a player?
Well, everything. Obviously, we're a group of defensemen, so we're working on our back pedal, open up, and closing gap early. So it helped us a lot. And in the offensive zone, we're working on deception and create movement to find a lane and pass, get the second layer.
What's the biggest growth you saw in your game this year? Things you focused on knowing you were coming into this camp again?
Well, obviously my first 3-step, get faster on ice, closing gap. That's my biggest improvement this year, and I think I did a great job with that.
Had a bit of a leadership role as well. What did you kind of learn about yourself in the way that you can lead a team?
Well, obviously I was alternate captain, but no, it's just to help the young guys coming in or everybody else, just to be a leader, show them the way, and I think I did that this year, and people were happy with that.
Has anyone surprised you at camp so far today?
Well, obviously everyone is good here. There's no surprise or not, but everyone's a great player if they're there.
Did you play against Caleb at all this year in the Q?
I played 8 times against him, and that was enough.
What were kind of what did you think about him? And
well, obviously he's a great player, great playmaker in the offensive zone. He's so dangerous, and we played them 8 times. We won 1 time, and they could beat us 7 times. But I've seen a lot of him and Gabe Smith from Moncton, and both great players, and they're tough to play against.
What's the toughest part of defending against Denoyer?
Well, you never know what he's going to do. He's a great passer, he's a great shooter, so you got to expect everything. So you got to try to play it right, but sometimes he's going to beat you or you're going to stop him. But it's always a great matchup against Moncton.
What's it like all being on the same side, this week and probably for the future with the Mammoth?
Well, it feels great. When I saw their 4th selection, another Quebec guy, I was so happy. Me and Maverick Lammer text, and we were happy to get another Quebec guy. And I'm with Smith and Denoyer, but it's fun. It's fun to be with them because we're playing against each other in the season, but now we're together, so it's fun to be with them.
Is there a French group chat going on or something like
that? No, not yet, but might be coming soon. But we were really happy that he's coming here in Utah.
Does it feel like anybody's kind of setting the pace out there during camp?
Everyone's setting a pace. Honestly, we're trying to push each other to get better at every day, and we're doing a great job so far.
What do you take pride in, on or off the ice?
Everything, all the details. Be a pro early. That's what we learned yesterday in that presentation. And if you're a pro early, you're gonna go so far in life. So, all the details, all you eat, your sleep, and I can name as many as I want, but it's the basic.
Tell me about the presentation, and how did it inspire you, or what did you kind of remember from that?
Well, it's actually crazy. You never think about that, but to see a Navy SEAL yesterday was awesome. His routine, his mentality of approaching every day, and he's been following the same routine for the last 17 years, I think. And he was a great. That was a great presentation for us. It showed us another perspective of the life for the Navy SEALs, and it was just awesome to learn about that.